Grand Rising people. You're starting off your day with positive vibrations, positive vibes. And remember, wherever you go, whatever vibe you're vibrating in, that's what you're going to spread. That's what you're going to spread to other people when you meet them in the street, or when you just bypass people. Our energy is infectious, you know what I'm saying? Because we're one, we pick up on each other. Anyway, I just wanted to start off the day with a video about gratitude and how important it is to be grateful. You see, ungratefulness is the thing that attaches us to our lower self. Because when you're ungrateful, you're constantly focusing on the things that you don't like, what you don't want, what bothers you, what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly focusing on lack. So if you see anybody else with something more than you, it's gonna spark envy and jealousy within you. If someone perceives like they're getting on in life better than you, or they seem like they're happier through social media, because that's what people portray these days, and if you fall for that, you're going to believe it and you're going to start feeling inferior. You see, that's what being ungrateful causes. I was ungrateful at one time, where I wasn't looking at the things that I had. I was more looking at the things that I didn't have. And I didn't realize how much I actually had. You see, we got so much. But because when we're vibrating in that lower self, that ungrateful self, that ungrateful part of us, because the lower chakra, the first chakra, is what governs security. And this is the lower part of us is constantly trying to look for security, constantly trying to look for safety. That's why we're always competing when you're in your ego. You always want to conquer. You know what I'm saying? Everything seems like everything seems like a threat. So when you stay in that ungrateful place, you stay trapped in your lower self. You stay looking at things you don't have. It blinds you from the beauty of what you have in your life right now, what you should be grateful for. It blinds you from that. And then when you're not grateful for what you already have, you won't get what you desire, because you're constantly focusing on what you don't have, what you don't want. And whatever we think about, whatever we talk about, whatever energy we vibrate in is what we receive. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important to be grateful for everything you have now. No matter how you perceive it, you might perceive it as not a lot, because you've been in that ego, that lower self that wants so much to prove, to uphold this false character. But when you step out of that and you start to be grateful for who you are and what you are and all the things you have, a home, food, clean water, a vehicle, people who love you, people who are there for you. Maybe even if it's only one person, be grateful for that one person. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful for your home. Be grateful that you can walk in and press a button and turn heating on. Be grateful that you got water coming out your tap. Be grateful that you got food in your house, that you got money to go and buy the food. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us now in this society, like people who we would class as middle class or poor, compared to somebody living 100 years ago, we've got more than a rich person would have had back 100, 150 years ago. Do you see what I'm saying? They didn't have a car. They didn't have planes. You see what I'm saying? But the average person who might not be rich can get in a plane now, can have a car now. But to have a car back then would have been a big thing. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that the ego is never satisfied. When you're ungrateful, it's never satisfied, because of all the things that rich people would have killed for back then, middle class, lower class people can have it now, and most of the world still ain't happy. Why? Because of the ungratefulness, because of not being grateful for what we have. When you start being grateful for what you have, you realize that you have a lot. And you realize that the whole time you've been wasting that lower self, ungratefulness, searching for things that you already have. That's the illusion. That's what it does, because it keeps you looking at what you don't have when you're ungrateful. It keeps you in your lower self. As soon as you be grateful, I am grateful for who I am and what I am, and the people I have around me and everything that I have in my life, it starts to remove them blinders, and you start to see the beauty that's been right in front of you the whole time, that you was blinded from when you was in that ungrateful lower self, searching for security, searching for this, searching for all these things to uphold this character, to make you feel a certain way. And then really and truly, when you get all these things, guess what? You still feel the same. So you got to go and search for a new set of things. It's never ending, trying to secure that ego, trying to make that ego feel grateful. It will never feel grateful, because it's fake. It's an illusion. It's a character that we've got to attach to. And the key out of it is to actually be grateful for who and what you are and what you have, and stop being ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot. Not just the material, not just the, you know what I'm saying? First of all, if you got health, be blessed for that. If you woke up this morning, your eyes opened this morning, be grateful for that. You know how much people didn't wake up this morning? Do you know what I'm saying? It's reality. If you woke up this morning, if you're here right now, you have a purpose. You haven't fulfilled it yet. We've got to start taking life a bit more serious. Like, not serious in the way that we're walking around serious, but I mean like knowing that we're here for a reason. We're not here to waste time. You see what I'm saying? Have fun. I'm not saying take it serious and get all serious. I'm not saying that. Be fun, be your expression. But what I'm saying is, we have to take it serious and know that we're here for a mission, for it to bring an expression, to bring something to this world, to bring your beautiful gift, whatever it is. Whatever your gift is unique to you. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody can do what I do like me. You see what I'm saying? We're all unique, and that's beautiful. So don't try and change your uniqueness and be looking outside and be ungrateful for what you are and who you are and the beautiful gifts you are, even if you perceive it as weird because the world's told you it's weird and you've held it down. I'm telling you, it's not. It's beautiful, and you need to express it and bring it out and embrace it. When you embrace it, you're going to feel the difference. Then you ain't going to care about what these people think anymore. See what I'm saying? So switch the ungrateful, the ungrateful attitude, complaining, always looking at what you don't have, complaining about people, complaining about your monetary situation, complaining about your house, your car, friends. I wish I had this, I wish I had that. That's ungrateful, because when you check it, just take yourself out of your ego for a minute. Put that ego aside that's always just needs so much to be happy and is never happy. Just put that part aside and really look at what you really reevaluate and look at what you have in your life. And you're going to realize you are rich already. You are already rich. You are already abundant. And when you realize that, you come out of this and stop chasing that false persona that it just wears you out. And one day you're going to get old, 60, so you're going to look back and think, fuck. I wish I listened to my man way back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, man. Like, it's not a joke, man. One day you will realize that you wasted time within this. You won't get it back. That's why I've heard so much stories about people dying on their deathbed. And when they're on their deathbed, these people could have been materialistic, rich people. But you see what? When they're on their deathbed, what they're asking for? What they're asking, the questions they're asking: was I a good dad? Was I a good brother? Was I a good father? They want to know how they made people feel. Yeah, they didn't want to know about their money and their house. They didn't want to know about that stuff. They wanted to know what kind of connections, how they left people feeling. That's why I was watching this old guy, this old man, and he worked with people as they were dying on their deathbed, and he after over 20, 30 years, that's what he said. The majority of people dying on their deathbed, not talking nothing about material. They're thinking about how have I been a good dad? Have I been a good person? That's what they're thinking. The thoughts, the judgments is coming in. God's showing you, revealing, wow, look what you've been like. So what I'm trying to say is that we don't have to wait to the end to have that realization. We don't have to wait till death. We don't have to wait till after death. We can get our shit together now. You see what I'm saying? Be humble, be grateful. Be grateful that you're alive. Be grateful for everything you have in your life right now. Be grateful that you're healthy. Be grateful that you're able to do what you want to do. You're free to a degree. You are free. You are born free, but you've chopped because they've manipulated you to put yourself into mental captivity. So you are free. But you have to grant yourself back that freeness. Okay? So be grateful. Because I am grateful for everything that's happened in my life. I am grateful for all the people. I wasn't at one time. I was, but at the same time, I was looking at what I didn't have. And it was blinding me. So, just be humble, be grateful, and trust me, it will take you a long way. Stop thinking you have to use people to make it in this world. You don't. When you're ungrateful, it just sparks envy and jealousy within yourself. Anyway, peace and love. Got things to do, so I'm gonna leave you lot to it, and we'll catch up soon. Have a good day.